Good morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Ganesh Zadav, Head Department of English for Business Communication and Marketing, Dhananjay Rao Gadgil College of Commerce, Satara. Friends, today we are going to think about the very important paper of English, which is entitled as Business Communication. This paper is prescribed for our syllabus for the semester first only. Friends, as you have selected financial markets and services or account and taxation, this paper is very significant to deal with the present condition of English as well as what are the various skills in concern with English language are to be needed for the business and marketing in the present scenario. Friends, in this particular context, I would like to bring to your notice that this paper is divided into two sections. The first section is English for financial markets and services, and the second section is reading comprehension. Before going to deal with the units prescribed for our syllabus, I would like to bring your kind attention to a particular aspect, that is why this paper is prescribed for our syllabus. What is the need of the paper for the students of financial markets and services as well as the students of account and taxation? Friends, this paper is needed because students must understand what is communication, what is business communication, and what are the basic skills which are needed for the business communication. Friends, you should be well aware of the demand of the market. You should be well aware of the need of the business. And in this particular business or the world of market, you should be a skilled employee. Until and unless you are having some kind of skills, you will not be invited, you will not be appointed on certain post. And for that matter, a person with skill is welcomed by all the employers. For that matter, in this particular context, I would like to bring your kind attention on this particular paper, why this paper is divided into two parts. That is, section first is basically focused on the communication skills, and section second, which is basically focused on the values and the morals in our life. For this particular purpose, now we will think about unit wise discussion on the syllabus. Unit first is developing vocabulary for financial markets and services. Friends, if you are appointed on a post of manager, you are in need of communication with your customers. For example, if you are working as a manager and some customer asks some kind of queries regarding your product, you should be able to give the proper response to that particular customer. If you are able to satisfy the basic queries or questions regarding that particular product, then you are a successful manager. In this particular customer satisfaction, your communication ability is very important, because if you have a very effective communication ability, then you are able to satisfy the query or the question or the doubt of that particular customer. Hence, this particular aspect of effective communication is very much important for every student of financial markets and services as well as the student of account and taxation. Friends, that is why I would like to explain the need of the first important skill, that is developing vocabulary for financial markets and services. In this particular unit, we are going to basically focus on the vocabulary. Why this vocabulary is needed for a manager, for a salesman, for any sales executive? What is the need of the vocabulary? Friends, it is very important, because until and unless you are well aware of a particular word, the meaning of the word, the meaning of the phrase, you cannot use it in your communication. For that matter, developing vocabulary is the most important unit. At the same time, I would like to cite one shlok or abhanga of Sant Tukaram. What is that abhang? That abhang says, अमागरदन शब्दांचीच रत्ने शब्दांचीच शस्त्रे यत्न करू शब्दची अमुच्या जीवीचे जीवन शब्दे वाटू जनलोका. Amagar Shabdanchit Ratne, it means that we are not having any wealth of gold or money with us, but we have the wealth of the words, the power of words. So we are enough capable to express our feelings in the form of words. It means that vocabulary, Santa Tukaram gives importance to the vocabulary. Every person is in need of vocabulary. For example, if you are communicating your ideas in Marathi, then you will find that ample Marathi words, large number of Marathi words are needed. And for that matter, you should understand, if you have a great vocabulary with you, you can express your ideas in a proper way, in an effective way. For that matter, this unit is very significant, which is entitled as Developing Vocabulary for Financial Markets and Services. Now let us turn on to the second unit. Unit second is titled as English for Banking Services. In this particular unit, we are going to focus on what are the various important services given by the banks. Usually, we visit the bank. When we are entering into the bank, at that time, we notice that there are different counters. If we want to deposit money, we go to a particular counter. If we want to withdraw money, we go to a different counter. Then if we want the home loan or any other kind of loan, we go to a different counter. It means that there are counters in the bank, and as per the need of the customer, we visit the bank, we visit the person in the bank, and we communicate our requirements to the bank officials. In this particular context, what are the different services provided the banks, we should understand. And if we understand it, then we are able to communicate those services to other people also, even to our relatives. Even we can communicate it to our friends, to our colleagues, and many other people. It means that if we are well aware of the banking services, then we are able to communicate those services to other people also. At the same time, in the context of banking services, what kind of English is used, we have to focus on that also. And you will find that English for banking services, what are the particular technical terminology which is used in this particular banking service, we have to focus at that in this particular unit. Now let us turn on to the third unit, English for marketing. Friends, marketing is a different word. Marketing is a separate word which is connected to the business. However, marketing has different needs. Marketing has different requirements of personnel or people or human resource. Marketing has different values. Marketing has different principles. And for that matter, to enter into the world of marketing, we should understand what are the requirements of a ideal person in the marketing. How you can effectively market any product or any kind of object in the market. You should be able to have the convincing language with you. You should be able to convince the customer. Then and then only the customer will buy. The customer will purchase your product. It means that marketing also needs some kind of words, some kind of statement, some kind of convincing words which can affect the mentality of the customer to buy the product. So in this particular unit, we are going to focus on the English for marketing. Now let us turn to the fourth unit of our syllabus, which is titled as Presentations in Business Situations. This is also known as e-communications. In this particular context, we are going to study the official correspondence which is done on the level of office, on the level of clerks and managers also. Here you will find that we are going to think about the communication done by the fax machine, communication done through the emails, communication done through the various other e-resources which are used in the various business situations. Now we have to focus on these communication medias or tools, and what is the English used in this particular context, we have to focus it in this particular fourth unit. Now let us turn on to the second section of our syllabus. What is the second section of our syllabus? That is reading comprehension. Friends, in this reading comprehension, you will find that there are some extracts and some poems. In this particular section, you will notice that these extracts are provided or prescribed for giving you a kind of moral lesson or giving you a kind of instruction to lead your life in a proper way. In fact, this essay or these essays are in fact related to the world of business and marketing. Why? Because you should understand what kind of experiences people had in their own lives that will make you rich in concern with experience. What are to be what are the problems in the world of business and marketing? You have to understand it, and then you have to create a kind of solution on the problems. And hence, in this second reading comprehension section, the first unit is, that is unit number 5, the hare and tortoise. It is a management fable written by K.V. Suryamohan. Friends, in this particular unit, we are going to study what the traditional story of hare and tortoise. We have to study it into the first part, and in the later part you will find that K.V. Suryamohan has created a different story which is happening in the hare and tortoise, and how there is a win-win situation. Friends, you might have heard about the story of hare and tortoise. I am not going to explain it more elaborately here, but I am going to tell you that how to create the win-win situation at the workplace. Friends, it is very difficult to create a feeling of winning in the partner, in the competitor, and that is why K.V. Suryamohan's essay gives us a kind of idea or a kind of trick to create a win-win situation at your workplace. Now let us turn on to your unit number 6, a real life experience by Sudha Murthy. In this particular unit, Sudha Murthy focuses on her real experience which she has taken with Ratan Tata. She narrates her experience with the great businessman Ratan Tata, and how she has been cooperated by him on a very crucial moment in her life. In this particular extract, we are also able to understand that how these great businessmen also give importance to very minor or very common things. However, they observe people, however, they observe the skills in people very minutely and very carefully. And as per the capability, as per the skills of that particular person, they allot him such kind of work. That work will be justified by the person. So this extract is also very important, as well as it will be helpful for every person in his world of business and marketing. Let us turn on to the 7th unit. This unit, the accountant's house, is a poem which is written by Vikram Seth. Friends, this is a poem which is a emotional poem. Here you will find that though you are shocked by a family problem, however, you should not show it when you are working with people, because you have your own problems, but people are ignorant about those problems. They are not knowing what is happened in your personal life, and they have nothing to do with that personal problem, because they have their own problems. They come to you to solve those problems, and if you tell them your own problem, then how they can believe you that you can solve their problem? It means that in this particular poem, an accountant is portrayed in such a way that he is not expressing his grief, he is not showing or just making the show of his own grief or sorrow. However, by hiding his own sorrow or grief, he gives preference to the sorrow or the problem of the customer, the people who are visiting him, the visitors who have visited his house. He gives preference to the problem of those visitors. And Vikram Seth very minutely, very keenly notices the accountant's personality and how one should be professional in his or her work, that can be presented, that can be seen in this particular poem, which is titled as The Accountant's House, which is unit number 7. Now let us turn on to the last unit, which is unit number 8, which is also a poem, Executive. Executive is a poem by John Benjamin. This is a poem which also shows the executive's qualities and how he has to work in his life. Friends, an executive is a person who is responsible for the main work in the company, in the institute, in the organization, and how he has to work, how he has to shoulder the responsibilities of that organization, that can be seen in this particular poem, which is entitled as Executive. With these words, I would like to conclude my today's lecture, because this is the whole syllabus of our business communication for semester first. And friends, we will have the remaining part of the structure of the paper and the other details of the syllabus in the next lecture. Thank you so much.